Okay, so this is a tank shown on Jim Jones's channel. One of his groupies, I guess. This guy says he's never changed the water in his discus tank, but he doesn't tell us how long he's had it. He doesn't tell us when he bought his fish, and he claims to have set it up as a cult tank, but it's not. If you look back here, I'll roll the tape in a minute, but back here there's the distinctive spout of a 25 watt green killing machine. Might be a 9, but it looks like a 25 watt spout. So he's running UV. Okay, it's a start. His substrate's shallow, so that's not, Jim Jones's mantra. Okay, now look at these plants. Okay, they're not terribly tall. They don't look like they've really even ever been trimmed. Look at the placements of the stems. They don't look like they've been here terribly, terribly long. This tank was probably set up 2 months ago, and the discus have probably only been here for a couple weeks, is my guess. His water isn't even perfectly clear, and he's running a UV. He's got one discus coming up to the front. Now the discus, he purchased them as adults. He hasn't had them very long. He speaks very vaguely in the videos. This is the best fish in this tank, and it's really the only one that stays up front. This one's coming up front too. Of course, they're pigeons, which means they're highly resilient fish. But he's got 6 of them, and 4 of them are hiding the whole time. And they're not just in the plants swimming around, because discus don't do that. They won't get down in the plants and hide. Okay, like it's not a choice they want to make, like this guy tries to suggest. He's got one in the back bottom corner sitting there. That means something's wrong with your water. But anyway, we'll roll on with this. But I don't think this tank's very old. He says he's never changed it. I believe he probably never has, because he's only owned these fish as long as this evaporation period took to kick in. Between a week and 2 weeks of evaporation there. He says he's never done a water change. That's right. He probably hasn't done a water change in 2 weeks, and that's why his fish are beginning to hide. He mentions they had laid eggs, but they're not doing it right now. Yeah. Anyway, what Jim Jones has done is basically got this guy to come on his channel and bullshit for you all. And I'm just showing you what I see when I look at this tank. Like those plants aren't brand new, but they haven't been like propagating for 6 months. Okay, like the roots are all like, I've been here for 3 weeks. I was placed strategically in these spots a couple of weeks ago. And I've melted a little, and then I came back like maybe 2 months tops. I doubt these fish have been in there for 2 months. I think these fish have been in there for as long as that evaporation. If he's one of those halfway tell the truth guys, he's had the fish for a couple weeks, long enough to evaporate about 2 inches of water. And now they're going to start to struggle. He hasn't hit that 3 week mark yet, where when you put healthy discus in a swamp tank, and it'll look great for about 2 to 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden the shit hits the fan, and it's about to hit the fan for this guy. It is, but we're going to continue on with the roll here. I don't want to show the guy's name or his face.
And the best thing about plants are that once they get too big, I just trim them and replant them. So it's so nice never to have to worry about buying new plants or anything like that. But the discus are great because you can see they love hiding in the back there. So I find
they love hiding in the back there. Okay. It's interesting how I keep seeing these guys identify swamp tank behavior and dismiss it and minimalize it. Like, discus don't love to hide in the back. When discus are hiding in the back, it means they don't love something. They are upset. They're not feeling well, and they're trying to get away from it.
and with like glass bottom tanks, there's nowhere for them to hide whatsoever. I'm sure that you can see in the corner. Whereas at least with all the plants, now they have that opportunity.
See, in the corner, you got one fish in the corner, and you got the other fish in the corner listing against it. That's not good behavior. That's bad behavior. You don't want to see that. So he's bought these adult fish. He's put them in a tank with a green machine. It's still murked. It's still murked out despite the algae control. Maybe he hasn't had the UV very long, or maybe it's a 9 watt and it's not big enough for the tank.
The hive. So there is ones that really love coming out, and then there's some that love staying in the back there. So I like that it gives them at least the opportunity to choose what they want to do.
Oh, because they have a choice. It's awesome. I love this. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Water looks nice from this perspective. Doesn't look horrible. I wouldn't call it crystal clear. It's definitely a little murky and cloudy, but he's got bubbles hanging around.
I have about 11.
Like those bubbles are stagnant, sitting there and not popping. I watched one for more than 5 seconds just sit in the same spot. Water looks thick, is what I'm saying.
I think you can see them somewhere there too. 11 neon tetras floating around there, and then looks like about 6 corridors as well that hang out too. And yeah, I love the cories just because they really help to clean up the bottom, which is important for sure.
That one fish is
Great. I wish they weren't hiding. Usually they see me and right away they want food. Right.
Why is he darting around like that?
Yeah. That's what it is. Nice thing. Yeah. So thank you so much again. You really helped me.
And then I'm gonna cut out the part where he shows his face and says that he's really happy he found Jim Jones to help him set up his discus tank. So it's that was the first tank he showed, so you can see discus is on Jim Jones's mind. But this is what a healthy discus tank will look like. Your fish will be like kissing the front of the glass, trying to get to you, saying, feed me, feed me, feed me. Every single millisecond of the day, they will do that. They will do this, especially if you're in the room. What they won't do is jolt around the tank looking distraught and hiding in the back corners in pairs, leaning on each other. That's not healthy. That's not a healthy discus behavior. And the man's not running a healthy discus tank. But I really find this effort to make it look like a swamp tank can support a discus highly amusing. It's getting funnier and funnier as time goes on. And I will be sure to point them out when I see them for you, so you don't have to go and watch that mess and help promote it. But anyhow, I wish the guy that showed his tank there had a channel. He does not. It's just someone at home that drank the Kool-Aid, unfortunately for his fish. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. I think my water's 3 days old right now. Huh? What kind of tank do you want? You want your fish hiding? Dying? Or would you rather know they're happy and healthy and happy to see you? I can stick my hand in there, it'll start trying to eat my skin. They'll treat me like one of their moms or dads. Trying to eat my slime coat. They won't run away from me in fear. And they most certainly will never hide, even when I'm not in the room. They're not going to go back there and hide in the corner in a little group saying, oh my God, please, someone help me. That's what they're doing, those two in the corner. It's like they're laying there on each other going, I'm thinking of like two people huddled in the corner inside a house when in Pompeii when the volcano went off and the air quality went to shit, and they're just sitting there praying that they don't die. That's what I saw. What'd you see? Let me know in the comments.